In this lesson, we're going to be doing a really cool song called Hippies and Cowboys by Cody Jinks, who co-wrote it along with Meredith Jinks. On the acoustic guitar, we'll teach it like I've seen Cody do it on videos and live with no capo, which uses a lot of D minor chords, a lot of bar chords, but that'll be kind of the studio version. And then I'll also do a quick tutorial on an easy option, but we'll capo to fret 3 and just have some more open chords that we'll be able to play, and I'll give you a chord chart for both of those at 6stringcountry.com. On the electric guitar, it's a lot of really low register stuff because we're going to be mimicking that baritone guitar that we hear on the record for most of the song. But I know most of us don't have a baritone guitar laying around, so we'll do it on a standard electric guitar. And then over the bridge, we'll mimic the pedal steel solo that you hear.
Hippies and Cowboys, they don't care about no trends, they don't care about songs themselves. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be gone, so tonight
In this lesson, we'll do the studio version, which is like I've seen Cody do it, which is no capo. We're going to have, some bar chords here, which is not the end of the world if you're used to bar chords. If you've not done a lot of bar chords, it can be tricky, especially when they're this frequent in the song. You can get some soreness in your left hand especially. And if that's the case, we do have an easy option too at 6stringcountry.com along with an easy chord chart. But this is how we're going to get the authentic sound and how it sounds like the recording. And it's really totally doable, all right? And so with a lot of bar chords like this, especially if you're not used to it, make sure you stretch your hands out. Look online, there's there's several different good guitar stretches for hands before you start playing a long practice session on something like this. And that will really help you out. And then let's launch in, okay? There's only 2 forms that we have to get through for this whole song. There's the verse, which is also the intros and outros and the solo, and then there's the chorus, and that's it, all right? So let's learn the chords we're gonna need for the verse. First of all, we're gonna have a D minor, which is open D string, 2nd fret of G, 1st fret of B, open high E, then an F bar chord, which is barring that whole 1st fret, and then 3rd fret of A, 3rd fret of D, 2nd fret of G. And then we have a C chord, standard C. This one's not so bad. When you're playing this C, make sure you relax your hand as much as you can while having it still ring out to give your hand a break. And then you've got 3rd fret of A, 2nd fret of D, open G, 1st fret of B, open high E. And then I listened really close and I also watched some videos. And I believe he's playing a B flat 2. This is a bonus tutorial. This isn't how it's played on the recording, but if you're struggling with those bar chords, or if you really are just trying to play this with a solo acoustic and voice version or something like that, capo up to fret 3 and we'll be able to get rid of a lot of the bar chords. There's still going to be a couple, but this will be a lot more comfortable on the fingers for a whole song's worth of playing. Let's get our fingers on some chord options for the verse, all right? So instead of playing a D minor, We're gonna play with the capo on the 3rd fret like we're playing a B minor. Of course, we're sounding a D minor, right? If you 5th fret, 7, 7, 6, 5, without the capo on, that's gonna be a D minor, but we're gonna think like we're playing in the key of D or key of B minor chord shapes here, all right? So here's a nice, I don't want to say cheater, but kind of cheater way of doing a B minor. That's going to be a lot easier on your hand and still sound pretty cool. 2nd fret of A, open D, 2nd fret of G, 3rd fret of B, open high E. And then we have a standard D chord, which is open D, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 2nd fret. And then we're going to have an A bar chord. In this tutorial, we're going to be going over the electric guitar part for Hippies and Cowboys. We're going to learn the main line, and then there's a lot of slight variation. It's up to you how much you want to put into getting every single little slight variation down, but we've got it here. It's tabbed out beneath the video player at sixstringcountry.com. And what we're going to be doing is trying to mimic that baritone guitar that we hear on that recording with just a standard electric guitar. I've got this in standard tuning here with the one variation of being this low E string is tuned down 2 whole steps. Okay, so it's usually here, an octave lower, and then if we go to drop D, we'd go there, or our open D string, and it'd be, and this low E string would be an octave lower than that. But for this, to mimic this baritone guitar, we need it to be an octave lower than the 3rd fret of A. All right, if you have a chromatic tuner, you'll be able to just start at your E and go down, you'll pass D, and then the next one is C. Okay, it's 2 whole steps down. And then we're going to be able to do, stuff like that. Which is what we're hearing on that record. So I know a lot of us don't have a baritone guitar. In this tutorial, we'll be going over the pedal steel part that we're mimicking on the electric guitar, over the bridge solo, where he's brought up in the mix. We'll break away from the low register stuff if you've just got one guitar playing in your band, and you're doing the other kind of lead stuff. The rest of the song, this would be a nice opportunity to come in and hit a little pedal steel. So here we go, it's all tabbed out on lead bridge solo on the tabs right beneath the video player at sixstringcountry.com. We're gonna start out, I'll just play through it one time and then we're gonna go through it note by note. So here's how it looks. 1, 2, 3, 4.